We are live, AJ.
Awesome.
It is that time. A Saturday morning mafia. The perfect antidote for any weekend blues that you might have. You know the man, the perfect one to help you through the weekend with a lot going on in all the sports. He's the godfather of good sports. He is the Don of all things playing. He is AJ Bokine.
Jack, what's up? What's up, world? What's up, everybody? How we doing?
We're doing well. What's up with you? You're smiling.
I am smiling. I am smiling because I have accomplished a lot this week.
You
I
have? What have
I
you
have.
accomplished?
I signed up for PT at after school, uh,
Nice.
physical therapy after school on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I signed up to be a mentor for the university, Whitewater, virtual mentor. So
Nice.
I'm excited about that. And a lot going on, so it's
What do
good.
you what are you mentoring in? Is there a specific subject or is it just
No,
not just but
it's for students if they're graduating or if they're in the campus. It's to be a mentor. So I have to call with them on Monday.
very nice. Way to go, man. It's about time you
Excited.
give a little back. All you do is take and take and take for once you're giving a little.
I know. It's give and take, Jack. It's give and
See, I'm
take.
I'm rubbing off on you, my generosity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Excellent. So, AJ, where do you want to start today? It's a busy Saturday morning. We got a lot
Let's
of different
start.
sports. Go ahead.
Let's start with. Let's start with baseball.
Okay.
Because the Brewers had a new addition last night. For those who don't know, um, Jose Quintana.
Oh, that isn't he like 87 years old?
He is 33 years old.
He's older than 33, you liar.
I don't.
He
Okay.
was 33 when he pitched against the Brewers for the Cardinals.
Okay.
That's like 15 years ago.
Okay.
He's
So I
almost
don't
as
know.
old as I am.
Okay. So I don't know how old he is, but
You just
he
made that up.
he's been in the league for 12 different teams. So
Okay. So he pitched for the Brewers last night.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
former Brewers killer is now on the Brewers,
Yes,
right?
yes, yes, yes. And he pitched
So
really well.
did he? Who did they
He
play?
played Arizona. They won set. He won seven last night, so it was good.
He won 7. He's 36 years old, allegedly. Born on
Oh,
January 24th, 1989.
so he's not that much older than me, but that makes me feel really old.
So let's talk about the Brewers. They had a the start was a calamity, a clusterfuck,
Horrendous, horrendous.
a horrendous start, horrendous, and now since now
They're 8-2.
8-2, they lost. Well, no, they lost 3 to the Yankees, right?
Three to the Yankees, one to Kansas City, and um, one to Colorado.
So since they're 8-2 since that awful start, is that what you're saying, Age?
Yes,
Okay, all right. So that's cool. What do you think? What? Why are they winning? Is it just because the Rockies are terrible? That's
no,
part of it.
it's yeah, that's part of it. That,
No.
but it also has a lot to do with their offense.
And what is making their offense suddenly come to life after not really being?
Tarang is hitting 375. He's hit in every game but one.
Wow. Now
And
that's
Chiro, Chiro's got a four, and Chiro's got a 13 gamer as well. So those top two guys have have had have had over 10 game hitting streaks to start the year.
what about the old man with the back problem?
He's an old man with a back problem.
How's he doing? He started off terribly, but it takes a while. I would imagine getting your
He's
timing back.
picking up the RBIs, but he's still he's not launching the ball like he used to.
It's tough coming back from back surgery. I don't know exactly what surgery they did, but if you're doing anything to that back and you're trying to swing a bat, it's got to be crazy hard.
Yeah, I mean, really, I'm not. If he hits 20 home runs this year, I'll be happy.
Will you be happy just because you like him as a longtime fan? would you expect more production if it was somebody else? Just a regular, not
I mean,
regular.
he's 32 years old with he's 32 years old with a bad back. I don't know what to expect.
Should they keep playing him?
They can't keep playing him now because he can DH. But
Is that what
I,
he's doing, AJ?
yeah, primarily yes,
Okay. All right. So you're happy with him as DH
yes,
at this point?
yes.
Okay. Will they face Corbin Burns on this trip? Do you know?
Today,
Today.
today,
So today at 7:10 p.m. our time. Who's
yes.
pitching for the Brewers? Do we know? They call up somebody from like the
Cur-
uh,
Curtis Patrick was 2-0.
another guy from the
No,
wiffle
no.
ball league
Chris,
on the playground.
not Curtis, not Curtis. Chris. I think it's Chris Patrick.
Chris Patrick. Jose Quintana pitches 7 scoreless innings in Brewers debut.
Yes.
Twirls a gem in his Brewers debut.
And he had me chanting Jose, 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 Jose.
Oh God!
In the middle.
Oh no! Brewers Jose Quintana joins exclusive list by beating all 30 Major League Baseball teams. That's how long he's been around.
Yeah.
I think when was baseball invented in the 1800s, I think he was playing then.
Yeah. Abner.
Abner Doubleday.
Yeah.
I think he struck out Abner Doubleday in the first game.
Probably.
All right, cool. So are you okay? It's endangering. All right, hang on. We're in danger of this happening again, which is last year we are like, oh, this year they're really going to stink, and then they so far surpassed all regular season thoughts, projections, what have you. Are we heading down that same path right now?
I don't believe so. I think this team is different in the fact that you're starting to build a young core that's sustainable. Because you build around you. You have Jackson for 8 years, which is 8 quality years.
Yes, and no. I mean, sometimes those long-term contracts turn into whole. They're like, hey, we got to redo this thing.
But he'll only be. He's 21 now.
Yeah. No, he's a gem. There's no question. They have some really good pieces. My question is though, are we going down the same path? Then we get to the playoffs. We're all full of hope. This is the year it's going to change, and then they'll play. Who's going to sneak in this year? It might be in the National League.
Padres and the Dodgers or something like that.
Yeah, and we're all again like, oh, that Atanasio is such an asshole. Let's fire him. Fire the owner. What do you think? And I love Murphy. I love a lot of things they've done.
Yeah.
But where are we as a fan base? What are we to do?
We are a tweener. We root as hard as we can, and then we have to live with the results. Unfortunately, we're in the era where the Yankees and Dodgers will dominate.
At first time ever, I'm starting to see actual articles about some owners starting to make some noise about doing a salary cap. And the current players deal, I believe, AJ, runs out after next season.
Correct.
So do you foresee a salary cap and or strike because of it?
I don't see a strike, but I see a cap. I don't see a strike because you have to think about it. All the big money owners wouldn't allow that to happen. I'm saying the big money owners, like the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Astros, they wouldn't allow that to happen.
Are the Astros big money? I know it's a big market, but they always act like they're a small market team, kind of.
They have big money.
Okay.
Well, they got rid of. Well, I'm not sure because now they're kind of in between. They're kind of like the Brewers now because they got rid of Bregman and Tucker.
Yeah. And Altuve's playing outfield, I think.
Which is an awful experiment.
Is it? Is it not going well?
Well, I don't understand what they're doing. he's kind of he's fast, but he's not rangy. You
Yeah.
know,
How's his fielding? Have you heard anything?
I haven't seen anything bad, but a lot of teams are going to that. They're moving their shortstops to the outfield for some reason.
Well, you know who started that?
Robin,
You bet. Robin Yount,
that's
one of the greatest baseball players of all time.
yes, yeah, that he was, that he was, that he was.
Okay, you. So Brewers, you say enjoy it while you can and hope for the best in the playoffs.
Yes,
is that a fair assessment of what you're
yes,
saying?
yes,
When I cut through all the political chatter that the political gymnastics you're doing with the verbalisms.
yes, exactly.
All right. Anything else in baseball that strikes you, or anything else going on that's surprising?
Yes, one more
Okay.
thing.
What's up?
Atlanta is so bad.
How?
I don't understand it. They got all these guys locked up on multi-year deals,
Yeah.
and they're so multi-year long-term deals, and they're so bad.
How is that possible? I'm. What's going on?
Not everybody's hurt. I mean, Strider's hurt, Acuna's hurt, but that's two people.
Right. Right. Brewers have like 18 pieces on the injured reserve. Um, what about on IL? Um, AJ, you made me think of somebody. Atlanta. Oh, and then they paid big money for that Profar from the Padres, and then he gets an 80-game suspension.
And you're not eligible for the playoffs. It's not like the NBA. You're not eligible for the playoffs when you get suspended.
Really?
No,
Even if he plays the second half of the season?
nope. You're not eligible. You get
How
suspended.
can baseball have a stricter thing? They don't have a strict anything. Players have complete freedom. How does that work?
I'm not sure. But
Okay.
it's in the rules.
I want you to know that um, last night Margot and I both wore our Padres hats in honor of our son who's in San Diego, and a kid. We went to the grocery store, the local Piggly Wiggly, and as the kid who's the bagger says, well, first of all, we're walking outside through the parking lot. One guy goes, "Pods, all right," and then we go through the checkout, and this kid, the young kid who's the bagger, goes, "Padres, they suck," and we're like, "Whoa!" I said, "Who do you?" He goes, "Why do you like the Padres?" I said, "You better." I said, "Who do you like that's better?" I said, "You better not like the Dodgers." He goes, "I hate the Dodgers." And we said, "Then who do you like?" "The Brewers." He said. He was so he was
Nobody,
you would have been proud.
see, nobody likes Machado, and that's the only thing.
Yeah.
No Brewer fan likes Machado. It's like a thing that we have against Manny from the 2017 playoff.
Which is understandable. I get it. But he's just there's so many shitheads in baseball have done so many worse things since then. Wow. How long you got to let that go, man?
Right. I do like AJ Preller though, the GM of the Padres. He's a really good. I think he's a really good GM, a really good baseball mind.
He's been under the gun a lot for
Because they spend buku bucks.
yeah. Yep.
Exactly.
Now San Diego and Milwaukee are about the same market size, yet they have ownership that actually will spend some money.
It's it,
I bet their owners don't have like 3 soccer teams that they own part of too that is draining their resources like a dumb shit.
right. Exactly.
Okay. So what next? Anything else? So
let's go basketball.
All right. So basketball. Have we been on? No, we haven't talked really. We were on with Jordan McCabe, but we didn't talk about the championship game at all. I know you wanted to talk pros, but for college,
it was very exciting. But I have a question. Calvin Sampson, Mr. Sampson.
Yeah.
What kind of play was that?
Well, AJ, I picked Houston without ever seeing them play, which is silly, but I did it. And they had that comeback for the ages in that game against Duke. However, they never had a play. It looked like they dribble around and they'd shoot, throw up a thing, get the offensive rebound, and they're great offensive rebounding. I mean, it worked for them for only so long.
that was their plan. That was their plan.
I know, and that's all
Well,
they ever did.
that's the thing is I went into my office at school, and went into the creditors room before I went to my office. I said, what are they doing? He goes, their best asset is offensive rebounding. But they didn't go quick enough at the end of the game to
Yeah,
get
what
to get our offensive rebound. They didn't go quick enough.
did you watch the game?
I did.
So was it?
The
I mean,
second half anyway.
it was 65-63. Florida came back
Yes.
on the comeback kids.
Yes.
Do you think the better team won?
No.
You
No.
don't think Florida's better than Houston?
They didn't play better. Houston hit the panic button, Jack. That's what happened.
What? So Houston got a taste of their own medicine is basically what you're saying.
Yes, sir.
Because Duke panicked and now they panicked.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and they don't.
I like what's his name?
Kelvin Sampson.
Golden, the coach for Houston.
Oh, Todd Golden.
Todd Golden, yes.
Well, he's on top of the world, man.
He's 30. He's 39, Jack.
Okay.
Which means they'll be around a while if he stays.
If he stays, but he'll stay. Where's he going to go? That's better than Florida.
Exactly. More unlimited resources for the basketball program.
Right. Okay, so that puts a bow. It's an interesting phenomenon for me. I'll watch I actually watched most of both games on Saturday, the Final Four. Yeah. But once the finals, I rarely watch the final game. It's like almost anticlimactic to me. I know it's not, but I don't have any urge to watch it, even though it's the last college basketball. You forgot about it.
Well, no, I was watching it. Well, I kind of was wondering what to watch on TV on Monday night. I'm like, I forgot about it. I almost forgot about the game.
There you go. But you didn't. So, were you happy with the tournament?
Overall, yes. I had a few friends that were there for the Final Four. And
really?
Drew was one of them.
For who?
Drew Bryson.
Were they rooting for any team in particular?
No, they were just there for the coaches' clinics and stuff.
Ah, cool. Very cool. And what did you hear from them? Anything?
It was good, he said. They went out on Saturday and went to Mass and saw what's his name at Mass? I think he had a picture with Raftery at Mass or something like that.
Oh, Raftery's funny. He looks like he looks like Mr. Magoo, the old cartoon character.
He is funny though.
Yeah, he is. All right. That puts a bow on the college season. What about now? NBA, that's where you wanted to go originally.
8 in a row, baby.
What's that?
Bucks have won 8 in a row.
And they're locked into the 5th position.
Yes, sir.
Are you happy?
Yes, because they're playing better. They earned the 5th position. They didn't back into it. I'm not happy they're playing Indiana, though. That's not making me happy. But
yeah, that's what I was wondering about. So the Eastern is all set.
Yes.
Cavs 1, Celtics 2, Knicks 3, Pacers 4, Bucks 5, Pistons 6.
Only the top 6 are set.
Yeah. Play-in tournament, Magic, Hawks, Bulls, Heat.
None of the teams scare me.
Well, remember what the Heat did excuse me, to the Bucks a few years ago.
Although I have to say this, I'm rooting for Miami.
Why?
I'm friends with Duncan.
You're friends with that. You are something else.
I'm actually legit friends with him.
Okay.
Cool. And he makes a lot of money, so I'm hoping to share it as well.
Oh, so do you. All right. The West, though, there's a lot that could happen. Because
isn't there a scenario in which Denver could drop to 8?
Hang on. I mean, this is out of Sports Illustrated. Entering Friday's slate of games, the Denver Nuggets and LA Clippers were tied for the number 4 seed with an identical 48-32 records, and the Golden State Warriors, Memphis Grizzlies, and Minnesota Timberwolves were all tied for the number 6 spot with 47-33 records. All of those aforementioned teams in the West won Friday night, aside from the Grizzlies, who lost 117-109 to Denver at Ball Arena. Memphis is now locked into the play-in tournament, meaning they can only claim the number 7 seed at best after losing on back-to-back nights to the Timberwolves and Nuggets.
Oh, jeez.
One more paragraph. The Lakers clinched their first Pacific Division title since 2019-2020 yawn on Friday with a win over the Houston Rockets and hold a one-game cushion as a number 3 seed. Right behind them are the Nuggets and Clippers, who are tied for the number 4 seed with 49-32 records. Both teams will wrap up their regular seasons on Sunday as Denver visits the Rockets and the Clippers battle the Warriors. The Nuggets can clinch the number 4 seed with a win over Houston on Sunday. But for now, the number 4 through number 8 seeds are all up for grabs, with Nuggets, Clippers, Warriors, Timberwolves, and Grizzlies all looking to land their official seeding. The Timberwolves will play Utah Jazz, albeit without a suspended Anthony Edwards, while the Grizzlies will host the Magic. Why is Anthony Edwards suspended, do you know?
Because they got in a scuffle with the Pistons.
Oh, okay. He's kind of he's a great player, but he has like lapses of judgment. I'll say kindly.
He's immature.
Good way to put it. Okay, so what? So tomorrow is the last day of the regular season. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Are you excited for the Bucks' playoff chances?
I am. I am very excited. I am. I don't like Miles Turner. I don't like Indiana, but I am very excited.
What do you mean you don't like him? You don't like playing him, or you don't like him?
I don't like him.
Why not?
I like Tyrese Halliburton because he's from Wisconsin. But
Why?
I don't like Indiana. I don't like him. I don't know why.
Okay. Could it be because they keep beating the Bucks?
That's true. And my last memory is Bobby getting kicked out of the playoffs last year and Patrick Beverly getting thrown out and sued. So
Okay.
that's probably why.
So what's your so the Bucks play Indiana no matter what, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
And when does that start? Do you know?
April 19th.
Let's see today.
Next
So a week from today.
Next Saturday.
Okay. Any news on Dame if he's going to play or not?
I saw something that said he was, but I don't know if that's true. If that's just a written article.
Are they better with him or without him?
I think anytime you have two All-Stars, two healthy All-Stars on the team, you're better with him. But I don't really know because they keep moving. Giannis had 15 assists last night. So yeah, Giannis at the point. Giannis being the point of attack is kind of I wouldn't call him the point guard. He's more of a point forward, but being the point of attack in the offense is not a bad thing. Although if I talk to my buddy Jack Harum, who's an assistant with them, who's their video replay guy, he would say they're better with Dame, obviously.
All right, he's on the team. He's got to say that. Here's the thing. They remind me a little bit. I'm not saying they can't figure it out, but even though it's like a year and a half into, or almost 2 years into the Dame transition.
Yeah, transition, yes.
They're still trying to force it to him, I feel. He's a great player. I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm not saying he's not a team guy. Yeah. It almost reminds me of when Miami Heat got LeBron, and they didn't know. They tried to figure out who was the big dog kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So once Dame is out, then there's no question it's Giannis, and then everybody else. He's such an unselfish player. He gets everybody else involved. But what do you think about that theory? That's my theory.
Their key to success is not Giannis or Dame.
What is it?
It's Bobby and AJ Green.
What about Michael Porter Jr.?
Yeah, well, it's those three really, because if Bobby gets his rebounds and he doesn't have to score, then Kelvin gets his 20, and AJ hits his 3 threes. You're in good shape.
What about, you didn't mention Kuzma? You're a big Kuzma guy.
Yeah, but those three have to defend as well as rebound. Kuzma can just play offense.
Okay, so the Bucks have a
I like their chances better at the 4 seed than the 6 because, as Lisa Byington kindly pointed out on the broadcast the other night, um, they don't have to go through all three top 3 seeds. Uh, they may have to at one point, but they'd have to go through they'd have to go through Indiana, Cleveland, and then Boston, and Boston win. So we'll see. We shall see. But positive thoughts all around, everybody.
Excellent. All right. What else? Anything else about the NBA strike you? You want to talk about anything else that's going on? Like, God, I mean, he's such a great player, but he's an idiot. John Morant with all the gun
I don't
celebrations and
even.
a grenade.
I don't even want to talk about him. No disrespect, but he's such. You know, you have a platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be. You don't have to show your other side all the time. I don't care what you do in your personal life. You're on TV, man. You got kids looking up to you, bro. Like, don't do that sort of thing. Just don't do it. It's not that hard to. You're not, and he's not 21 years old anymore. He's 20. He's 25. Come on, man. You've been suspended twice already for long periods of time. Come on, man. Be better. Sorry, my voice cracked, but be better, man. Come on now.
No, I like the raw emotion. It is frustrating to see that.
You have a
Uh,
platform.
and he's got the world by the ass. You know, he's got
He,
a great life.
he's John Morant. He's come from Murray State. He came from a little school. They don't like to see you get suspended at Murray State either. Like you come from a little school. You're not coming from Kentucky. You can't hide behind Calipari. You can't. You know. You're from a little school, man. Come on now. Be better. That's all I gotta say.
That's all. I think well said. I guess I touched a nerve. You said you didn't want to talk, and then you went into a 10-minute foul language and in imbued speech.
I mean, it's just it's just frustrating when you're somebody with a platform and you can't use it for positivity.
It's true.
It's just very frustrating.
You're right.
Like, come on now, we got enough problems in this world right now. Come on,
That we do. That we do. Quit making new ones, right?
yeah, don't
All
make.
right. That's it for the NBA. Now we better talk about the Masters. We've been.
Yes, yes.
What's going on?
Um, I am rooting for Scott here.
You are.
I am.
Why?
I just like him. He's a good person.
Okay, that's a
I
good
like
reason.
him. I like Rory too. But
Yeah, Rory. Rory is the story. Yesterday, right?
didn't he have a good? He had a good 8 round. I heard.
Yeah, like a 66 or something. Came. He's like two back now.
Justin's having a resurgence.
Who?
Justin Rose.
Justin Rose sure has. I thought you said no, but there are some notable AJ, some notable. Um,
Miscuts, huh?
what's that?
Miscuts. Or are you talking
Yeah,
to me about
cuts. Yeah, that didn't make the cut.
Phil?
Dustin Johnson, Phil. Well, Phil, he's rarely. uh, You don't think so, but he rarely is in the mix anymore.
Yeah.
So that's not the biggest one. I was surprised. Brooks Kepka is out.
I I don't like that.
He had like
Let me explain why.
he had a quadruple bogey on 17 yesterday. Quadruple. He simply collapsed, carding a bogey on 17. No, yeah, no. He had a bogey on 17 before finishing off his round with a quadruple bogey on 18.
That's quite the finish there. That's quite going backwards, man.
Yeah. There's plenty more star power within. This is from the Athletic today. Within shouting distance of Rose, Colin Morikawa Ludwig Aberg. People really think he's a great
Who
player.
who's Ludwig? I've never heard of him.
Are you kidding? He is like second or third in a bunch of majors last year. Um, Max Homa, have you ever heard of him?
Yes, sir.
Made his first 36 hole cut since last year's Open Championship,
That's
and
Dom's. That's Dom. Dom watches. Dom and Douglas watch Full Swing on Netflix, so they know all these guys.
okay. So Bryson DeChambeau's in second, right?
Yes. That's
Um,
why I don't like it, because I like Brooks. I don't like Bryson.
last last three times DeChambeau opened a major with two sub 70 rounds, like he did. He finished first, second, and first. Justin Rose is 65, has him hanging on to a one-stroke edge. The bad news for Rose, since 2000, so this is this is 25 years. Players leading men's major championships by one shot after 36 holes have won just, do you want to guess a percentage? If they're leading by one stroke after the first 2 days.
5%.
No, better than that, but not 21%. So 6 of them have won, 28 have not. So, what do you think?
I like Marikawa.
Yeah, he's a good player. Do you watch the do you watch, like, will you watch it today, AJ?
I will watch it when I get home. I'll watch it.
Okay, and you're going home with your folks today, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What will you watch it only if it's close, or will you watch it no matter what?
I'll watch it no matter what.
Okay. Well, I know you said the agent went, right?
He did not go.
He did not go. Okay.
He was gonna go, but he did not go.
Okay.
He's running around helping Douglas today, so he was
Nice.
not able to join us.
Well, he is a golf guy, right? Sounds like your whole family is pretty into golf.
He's a golf guy. The last outing he played in
Mm-hmm.
was the Herd Open
Mm-hmm.
with our dear friend Mr. Joe Wolf.
Yeah.
That
For
was
those
the
who don't
last-
know, Joe Wolf suddenly passed away from us last year,
and he was on the show.
and he was on the show, and a nice guy. And he finally, all these years, I had not heard anything bad about him, but I didn't understand what was so special about Dean Smith, his coach at North Carolina, a legendary coach, and he explained it perfectly, all the things that he did.
He was an open book, man. That was a great interview.
Yeah.
One of the best interviews we've had.
Yeah, he was really good.
And
I
like the fact that his North Carolina jersey was in the background. That was kind of cool.
That is. All right. So, anything else in the Masters? Who do you think is going to win? Give me a name.
I will pick. I mentioned his name earlier. I'll pick Colin.
Okay.
I don't know why. This will be his third mate. This will be 3/4 of the way to the Grand Slam if he wins.
He's not. He's like right in his prime too. He's not really young and he's not really old.
28 years old.
Yeah,
man.
28. Yeah. I could see him. I could see any of them winning. I'm just gonna root for Rory. You gotta stick with the Irish. So that's me.
I'm gonna root for good golf. That's what I'm gonna root for.
That's a good way to be. And you also think Scotty could win it.
I do.
All right. Anything else before we get to the AJ's advice?
No.
I have one note. College football.
Go ahead.
Breaking news: Tennessee quarterback Nico Iamaleava. I'm sure I'm butchering it.
Yeah, I heard about this.
He's holding out. His current NIL deal is $2.2 million, and his representatives want to get it closer to $4 million.
I got news for you.
Yeah.
He's not that good.
You know who this is? I've never heard of him before. Have you?
He's the quarterback at Tennessee.
Yeah. Was he good though?
No.
Okay.
I mean, he's all right, but he's not worth $4 million.
All right.
Although I'm going to say this, and we'll get off the NIL in a minute. There's a kid, and I will not mention his name because I don't know his name,
Okay.
at BYU basketball You know how much he's making for 1 year next year?
No,
$7 million for one freaking year.
AJ.
Sorry.
No, I get your, but all I can say is, I don't know this Tennessee quarterback. As I mentioned to you, I don't blame him for years and years and years. These college athletes, I've come around to
Yep.
this. I didn't start like this. They're the draw, and they didn't. I mean, they got a great education, the opportunity for a great
Yep.
education, but
Yep.
a lot of them aren't there for that great education. Let's
You're
be
right. You're right.
clear.
You're,
So that
you're,
has less value for them than other people might put on it.
uh,
Um, so I'm
I think
thinking,
I think
go
what
ahead.
you're gonna I think what you're gonna see eventually, Jack, to tone this down and the transfer portal down and stuff like that. I think you're gonna see multi-year contracts. Eventually, I think you're gonna see the the dollar figures will go. The dollar figures will stay the same, but they're gonna say we're gonna need a 2 to 3 year commitment, especially for football. Well, because football's a 3 year commitment anyway, because you got to play 3 years anyway. But I think for basketball, I think you're going to see 1 to 2 year maybe 2 year contracts for these guys coming up pretty soon. That, that's just my theory.
Okay, well, that's a good one. But anyway, um, if they can get it, good for them. One thing though, we'd be very remiss, AJ. I know we're running a little long today, but we have to talk about UConn's women's basketball winning the women's
Domination,
championship.
domination.
The only number two seed just completely blew out two number one seeds in the final four.
Yes, right, exactly. Shout out to Paige Beckers and Gino Oriema and KK Arnold for that matter. KK Arnold, for those who don't know, is from Germantown. She
Ah,
plays at UConn. She's really good. And
and Fudd,
Easy Fun.
yep,
They're really good. I like this
Sarah
little
Strong,
Sarah Strong is
a
that program.
freshman,
Their program is not going anywhere. Let's just put it that way. I mean,
right?
they're. I mean, not. I don't mean not going anywhere. I mean, between Sarah Strong and their incoming class, they'll be good. They'll be real good. So
Yeah, yeah. Coaches still make such a big difference. South Carolina's coach is really good.
yeah,
Um,
she's a class act too.
yeah, yeah,
Both of those coaches are class acts.
yeah. I saw.
Of course, Gino is Italian, so you know how that rolls. Oh, it's good.
Oh, you are a beauty. Um, I suppose I root for the Irish. You can go for the Italians. Um, I just saw it. Hang on, because South Carolina, someone is getting out
Transfer.
of there. Yeah, entered the portal, and they said she never really fit in, but she's supposed to potentially a big star. I can't see it now.
Oh,
Uh,
by the way, Olivia Miles from Notre Dame is in the portal too.
oh, here, South Carolina star Malaysia Fulwiley. I don't know how to
Yeah,
pronounce it.
yeah,
Will
yeah.
reportedly enter the transfer portal. The electric guard never quite got her chance in Columbia. So,
Oh,
all right,
we'll see. We'll see.
all right. All right, so good for UConn. It's rare that I root for an overdog, and I usually go for the underdog. But I just
I found
thought,
myself, I found myself rooting for Paige. To be honest with you,
me too, and
after all
also,
the injuries and stuff, I found myself rooting for her. So it's good.
and how they pass that ball, the whole team.
They move it. They move it. It's
Yeah,
quick.
as
They,
opposed to Houston Cougars and men's who dribble.
oh, dribble, dribble, dribble.
Yeah. All right, but okay, cool. UConn, you're on board. It was a great achievement and good for them.
Yes, sir.
Uh, on to the WNBA for Paige, and the team will keep going. So,
Yep.
all right,
Yep.
AJ's advice pulled from the world of athletics, advice you can use and wisdom for you if you're smart to use in
Uh,
your everyday life.
all right. So here we go.
All right.
So, um, so here we go. So my advice today has to do with um, just talking to people and maintaining connections and contact. It goes back to our Jordan interview yesterday. I'll be honest with you guys. I was really nervous for the interview, because of uh, because I met Jordan before and we talked a little bit before, um, but it was like I was really nervous because I don't really often have the one assistants on as interviews, so I was very kind of nervous for that one. So, but just maintaining contact with people. Life is all about relationships and all about building relationships and building trust. You know, Jordan didn't have to come on. He offered to come on when he found out we had a show, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's because he's a big fan of mine.
that too. But but uh, but yeah, I mean, it's all about building relationships and building trust and building trust with people that you know you can have on air and they're not gonna have a meltdown or have a they'll be mature about the interview. So it's
Mm-hmm.
good. It's good because I think that part of the reason I love doing the show, Jack, and this goes back to you and it's a credit to you and Bulldog. It's we've kept the same mentality and platform for the last 3 years. So I think it helps when people see the show and when people see us on air. It just helps with the trust of the show and trust the you know like we're gonna have another coach on pretty soon. We're gonna have Predator on next Friday, and I think it's just building the trust of us and having the ability to use this as a platform is a good thing. So just use yourself as a build have confidence when talking to people and just build that trust with people because we know that we can do that and we know that it's important to build trust and camaraderie with people because you never know when it's going to come back at you. So it's all good. It's nice.
You're right. You should always treat people well, and you should do that not because you think you're going to be able to benefit from treating them
Right,
well in the future. It's because
right.
that's how you should be. You should just be a good person.
It's a two-way street. It's if someone's good to you, you be good to them, and you know this world is a lot smaller when we're good people. So it's that's just my philosophy for today.
Well said. I like it. Well done, man. So you did it again, AJ. So you're going to have a fun day. You're going to go home, watch some golf, eat some good food, right?
Yes, yes,
So cool.
yes.
Very
Um,
cool.
next, oh yeah. So just a programming note. Next Friday we will have a show, but it's gonna be early in the morning because it's as Coach Crowder kindly pointed out to me, it's Good Friday, Friday before Easter. So we'll have a show in the morning at 10 o'clock with Coach Crowder from Homestead. So yeah, it'll be good. But
It's 10 a.m.
yeah,
Okay. Glad you're telling me that. I don't know why I don't have that. I know you told me that.
you put you send me a reminder in my
Okay.
calendar.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I got it. Okay. I'll make it work. No problem. Um, I'll just have to do a little. I think I might have double booked that time. That's okay. I have. I don't have it in my. How did I not have it?
You sent me a reminder
Yeah.
invite.
Yeah, and I thought I sent one to him too, right?
You did, because it pops up on my phone. So
Hang on. That'll be the 18th. Oh yeah, it's there. You're right. I screwed up.
wonderful,
Okay.
wonderful.
Okay. And then we got to get your other buddy on, other coach.
We'll get Matt on sometime in the week, sometime. Just email him and ask him what he works for him. So.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Go ahead.
we'll have two coaches on in the near future, and now's the time to catch them because it's the off season. So
Yep.
if you're entertained by coaches, you're entertained by basketball, or just learning about life. These are two guys that you want to listen to. So yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, man.
All right, man.
Well,
Yeah.
have a great day. Go Masters. Go Brewers. Go
Yes,
Bucks.
yes, sir.
Um.
We'll have a show before the Bucks play again.
Yeah.
Play a
We'll have,
meaningful game.
yeah. We'll
Play,
have a show on Good Friday.
Yes, yes. It
You'll
will
make
be.
it. You'll make it a great Friday.
Yeah, well, I will. I will. It will be. It will be. So, all right, guys. Well, everybody have a wonderful weekend and enjoy. And we'll talk to you guys just before Easter. So,
Okay, and I will send you the link right when we hang up.
all right, sounds good.
All right.
Thank, thank you, brother.
All right, everybody. That's everything from AJ Bo.